Join me as I challenge myself to watch the scariest 60s horror movies back to back and see if they can actually keep me up all night. From eerie thrillers to blood-curdling scream fest, these classic horror movies will surely send chills down your spine. So, if you dare, enter Endless Perception Cinema and watch these retro horror classics at your own risk. But don't say I didn't warn you. Scary 60s horror movies that will keep you up tonight. Number 5. Mr. Sardonicus, 1961. Directed by William Castle and starring Ronald Lewis, Audrey Dalton, Guy Rolfe, Oscar Helmoka, Erica Peters, Vladimir Sokolov, and Lorna Hansen, as a desperate man retrieves a lottery ticket from his father's buried coffin. The fright causes drastic alterations to his face.
Wait, I light the candle.
Now a wealthy man, he renames himself Sardonicus and hides behind a mask.
I am Baron Sardonicus.
It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
The pleasure is mine, sir.
After torturous experiments to cure his facial affliction, Sardonicus does not care who he harms if it will cure him. Originally, I saw this film in the theater through 10-year-old eyes. I couldn't accept that the stretched smile was only a mask. It looked too real to me, and I could only turn my eyes away every time they showed that face. Number 4. Premature Burial, 1962. Directed by Roger Corman and starring Ray Milland, Hazel Court, Richard Ney, Heather Angel, and Alan Napier. Guy is obsessed with the fear of accidentally being buried alive. He believes that, like his father, he suffers from a cataleptic disease.
When it strikes, the victim gives every outward sign of being dead.
It does not help Guy's perspective when he attends a casket opening and finds that the occupant attempted to claw his way out. Guy builds an elaborate mausoleum that he can escape from in case he finds himself prematurely entombed.
My grand plan.
Strangely, though, instead of coming across as a man anxiously fighting to stay alive, Guy uses fear as an excuse to make his man cave. He spent so much time there, it was more of a hobby than a dread. Guy at first feels forced to face his fears, but soon pushes himself to fall into a seemingly deceased state, perhaps fulfilling his worst nightmares.
Heart attack.
Lord help. Are you sure, Dr. Galt?
Of course I am.
They'll see me. Why can't I move? Oh God, why can't I move?
Number 3. Phantom of the Opera, 1962. Directed by Terence Fisher and starring Herbert Lom, Heather Sears, Thorley Walters, Michael Gough, Edwin D'Souza, Ian Wilson, Martin Miller, and Renee Houston. People packed the music hall, except for an empty box, which is said to be haunted. Regardless of its popularity, tragedies continue to occur at the Opera House. The new lead singer, Christine, hears an unseen person compliment her.
Who is that? Who are you?
Be quiet and listen. You sang well, but you will sing better. I shall teach you. When you sing, it will be only for me.
Add to this disquieting setting the lecherous Lord Ambrose Darcy, who selects his new singers with a casting couch, fires others on a temperamental whim,
Stop it, I say!
You're dismissed.
and becomes a legendary thief to raise his stature in society. No one attending the popular meeting place is safe, because the mysterious visitor lurks nearby, and if necessary, will resort to kidnapping. I grew weary, but the tiredness soon left me as the masked man told the grotesque story of why and how he became the Phantom of the Opera.
I took him all my music.
Number 2, Incubus, 1966. Directed by Leslie Stevens and starring William Shatner, Allison Ames, Eloise Hart, Robert Fortier, Anne Atmore, and Milos Milos. An injured soldier named Marco recuperates at his sister's home in the countryside.
Ci sta dolce. Mi miras ci sta vero, che tu ci aquan havas curits pavon.
The aspecto estas qui bona.
Fresher pura aero revivigas min.
Nearby, devil worshippers offer the souls of the weak to their demonic leader. But a bored young succubus, or demon, named Kaya sets her sights on Marco, despite being told that the power of love might be too dangerous for her to handle.
Via vertas Kaya, forestu labonello, ili posadas povan qui detrui la coram, grandam povan, mysteram profundum, praeter ni compreno.
Povan, tian povan.
One nomus tian amo.
Despite Kaya's powers, she falls for Marco and his puritanical ways. Kaya discovers that she might be unable to break her bonds with the dark side because the other worshippers have their own plans.
Mi amas Lena.
Sì, appartiene alla Dio di Malumo.
Some of the picturesque scenes moved rather slowly, but I finally sat up as the tension escalated when the Incubus kidnapped Marco's sister. Number 1, Wait Until Dark, 1967. Directed by Torrance Young and starring Audrey Hepburn, Alan Arkin, Richard Crenna, Jack Weston, Samantha Jones, Julia Herod, and Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. Sam arrives home with a child's toy, unaware that its previous owner had stuffed the toy with packets of illegal drugs. While Sam is away at work, 3 criminals fanatically search the apartment to locate the doll.
Lisa would like to do something for her 2 unnamed friends now that they're back in circulation again.
What does she want?
A doll, for which she will pay handsomely.
And unexpectedly, Sam's blind wife, Susie, returns home.
Gloria?
Despite her blindness, Susie struggles to stay alive through ingenious tactics to thwart the criminals. This last film in the set shocked me wide awake, regardless of the late hour. I anxiously felt Susie's fear as she moved through her close surroundings, knowing that with each turn an unseen demon might end her life.
Gasoline!
These fascinating films from the 60s, filled with suspense and terror, kept me awake and on edge, making them timeless pieces of horror history. Be sure to comment below with your favorite film from the era and let me know what other topics you'd like to see me cover in future videos. Remember to like and subscribe, then check out this other venture into 1960s horror. See you next time.